It is update time, and that is so exciting. We got balance changes. We've got new skin costs and their animations, special events including presents and 2v2 game modes. But first, 6 new hypercharges. Gray's new hypercharge is another dimension. This allows Gray to summon a second pair of portals separate from his first. So to be clear, Gray's first set of portals come from his super, and they are outlined in blue. His second set of portals come from his hypercharge super and are outlined in purple. If you want to replace his super portals, you have to use another super. If you want to replace his hypercharge portals, you have to use another hypercharged super. Now there's a bonus to the hypercharge portal, and that is that Gray and his teammates, when they go through it, will get a 1000 HP shield. It's a temporary shield whenever they go through that. This is going to be insanely strong in some situations, since you can use it to quickly teleport very long distances and have a shield on the enemy side of the map when you need it the most. It is a little situational, and it's going to take Gray a little while to charge it up, but it has a lot of potential, especially if you have the right teammates on the right map. Janet's hypercharge is Magnum Opus. This gives Janet full control of her super while she's in the air. She can stay still, she can turn faster. Honestly, it just feels like you're just like walking around the map like normal. Like it's just like that. This also increases her movement speed as well, which is going to make it pretty much impossible for enemies to dodge her projectiles if you fly them well. There is a little bit of time from where she is to where the projectiles land that could give people a little bit of time to dodge, but it's going to be pretty tough. I could see this absolutely being a game changer for Janet. Ash's hypercharge is Rat King. This makes his super spawn double the number of rats as normal. A regular super for Ash is just enough for him to get his highest level of rage, but it's not quite enough for him to fill his rage bar all the way. With this, his bar will absolutely get filled, and there is going to be way more spawns for the enemy to deal with, making it more likely that he's going to deal more damage, and he'll more consistently actually charge his rage bar. Also, if an enemy doesn't kill any bots and they all do damage, then they will be able to deal 6,300 total damage. That is more than enough to take out a lot of the brawlers in the game. Not to mention that Ash actually gets a decent movement speed buff while hypercharged, which is, I mean, that's going to make him really strong by itself. Eve's hypercharge is Generations. This makes Eve's super continually launch out hatchlings until it decays or gets destroyed. Now, if it does not get destroyed, on its final burst, all 3 hatchlings will burst out of it like normal for a total of 9 hatchlings. But with her quadruplets mythic gear, she'll get 1 additional hatchling for a total of 10. Now the hardest part of this hypercharge is positioning it so that it does not take any damage. If it takes just 1 hit from most projectiles, the final burst of hatchlings will not pop out. So you'll want to put this far enough back that they will all spawn, but not so far back that the hatchlings reach 0 health before they can find any enemies. Barry's hypercharge is Double Scoops. This doubles the width of Barry's super area. It's super simple, but also incredibly devastating for the enemy team. This area control is just insane, and if you're able to recharge your super while hypercharged, just forget about it. The healing and damage is just going to be off the charts. That coverage is crazy. Melody's hypercharge is Flash Mob. This has up to 3 additional hypercharged notes when using Melody's super. Along with the additional 3 from her attack, she can have a total of up to 6, which means that getting anywhere close to Melody is essentially a death sentence. Do not go anywhere near her during this, and good luck running, because those 3 dashes are going to make that very difficult. You're better off just killing her, but she's going to get a little bit of a damage reduction because of her hypercharge, so yeah, just run. It is time for balance changes, and we actually got quite a few decent ones. These are actually really good balance changes in my opinion. Let's start off with the buffs and then move our way on to the nerfs. Also known as the most recently released brawlers are getting nerfed more. Except for Shade, because he was just released. El Primo is getting a 5% buff to his health. At max level, his health is increasing from 12,000 health to 12,600 health. A 5% health buff may not sound like a huge difference, but for one of the tankiest brawlers in the game, this could make El Primo a bit more viable. This is going to allow El Primo to survive 1 additional ammo from 24 of the brawlers in the game. Lou's reload speed is getting buffed by 15%. This is actually a pretty massive buff to Lou, and I could see this making him significantly stronger. Not only will it be easier for less skilled players to hit their shots more frequently, or, you know, make it less devastating when you miss. This also means that you're going to charge up your super more frequently, which could make Lou devastatingly strong on game modes like Gem Grab or Hot Zone, where controlling the map is just so important. Willow's super projectile size is tripling in width. At least the numbers say that it's tripling. It doesn't look like it's tripling, but it is getting much wider. This is going to make it significantly easier for you to hit enemies. I still don't feel like I get great value out of Willow when I do hit my super on enemies, but this will make her significantly stronger. You'll hit it more frequently, and who knows, maybe this is the buff that she needs to be competitive. Griff's super damage is getting a 9% buff, and I am not complaining. As someone who loves playing Griff, I'm going to appreciate this extra damage from his super. Hopefully, this is going to make him a little bit more competitive since, you know, even though I love him and I think he's the best, he wasn't played a single time in the Brawl Stars World Championship, so apparently the pros don't think that he's good enough. Maybe they will now, though. Maisie's attack is getting a buff by 7%. At max level, it's increasing from 2,800 damage up to 3,000 damage. This is going to allow Maisie to take out 18 brawlers in the game with one less ammo, and it's going to be particularly strong against brawlers like Fang and Chuck, who she'll now be able to 3-shot. This should also make hitting her shots more satisfying to hit, and hopefully will help her compete against some of the stronger brawlers in the game right now. Charlie is getting a 6% buff to her health. At max level, it's increasing from 6,600 health to 7,000 health. This will allow her to survive one additional ammo from 12 brawlers in the game, but overall, it's going to help her survive some more close-up 1v1 fights, which is really important for her. Miko is getting a 10% buff to his health. At max level, it's increasing from 6,000 health to 6,600 health. This is actually a very significant buff to Miko. He'll now be able to survive one additional ammo from 29 of the brawlers in the game, and will be much better at surviving close-up encounters. I hope he doesn't become too strong though, because he'll be a lot better than before. Nani is getting a buff to her Hypercharge. Now, to be clear, nothing is changing to her Hypercharge's special ability. It still just makes Peep bigger. That's what it does. However, her damage buff while hypercharged is increasing from 15% extra damage to 25% extra damage. Additionally, her movement speed is increasing from 15% extra movement speed up to 25% extra movement speed. I don't know if this is going to make her hypercharge significantly better or even worth getting over other hypercharges, but if you're already playing Nani and you already have her hypercharge, it will be better. And now for the nerfs. Mo is getting 2 much needed nerfs. First up is a 33% nerf to his attack reload speed. As you can see here, this is a significant nerf, which should result in Mo dealing a lot less damage over the course of an entire match. Additionally though, his super damage is getting a 25% nerf. At max level, the damage is being reduced from 1,600 to 1,200 damage. This is a much needed nerf because despite Mo's previous nerfs, he was still way too strong, and hopefully this is going to tone him down a bit and he won't be at the very top of the competition anymore. Kenji is also getting a big nerf to his reload speed. It's going to be 25% slower after the change. Kenji's reload speed is pretty, it's really pretty fast, so I think he's still going to be pretty good, but playing him will require a little bit more patience, a little bit more skill, and a little bit more planning, you know, as just opposed to jumping in and auto-aiming on everybody no matter how much damage they fight back with. Frank is getting a nerf to his power grab star power. The additional damage that he does after getting a kill is being reduced from 50% extra damage to only 25% extra damage. This is a fairly significant change, but I actually think that Frank is going to be pretty strong still. He just won't be quite as good at ramping up in damage after he gets a kill thanks to this one nerf. Surge is getting a 9% nerf to his health. At max level, it's decreasing from 6,600 to 6,000 HP. This means he's going to survive one less ammo from 30 of the brawlers in the game, and that's actually a huge difference and means that surviving will be more difficult for him, which matters a lot more for Surge than other brawlers. Melody is getting a 25% nerf to her super charging rate. Her required hits are increasing from 4 hits to charge her super up to 5 hits to charge her super. This is going to be interesting because she's getting a hypercharge this update, and it seems pretty strong. Honestly, I'm not sure where she's going to land after this. I think that overall she'll be more competitive competitive than before, but we'll have to see. Piper's auto aimer gadget is getting nerfed. It will still automatically fire at nearby opponents, but it will no longer slow them. This is actually a pretty massive nerf to Piper, since this gadget was one of her biggest defenses against assassins who jump on her. You know, she has her super and she'll still have that, but if you catch her without her super, Piper is going to struggle. Clancy is getting a nerf. He gets a movement speed buff whenever he reaches his maximum upgrade level, you know, at level 3, when he gets enough of those tokens. That movement speed buff is getting nerfed by 70%. Now that sounds like a really massive nerf, but it's not as bad as you might think. His movement speed is still going to be buffed when he reaches that level 3 upgrade. It's just not going to be as fast as before. Rico's getting a nerf to his multi-ball launcher gadget. Its damage is decreasing by 14%, which means it's decreasing from 140 damage per hit down to 120 damage per hit. It's still going to be pretty good, just a little bit less effective at dealing with close ranged enemies who get a little too close. Now, before I go over all the new skin animations and costs, I wanted to briefly go over the special events that are coming into this game. I already covered them in the last update. Mostly what I wanted to do is show you the kind of rewards that you can expect from present drops and from Brawler days. So I'm going to open up a bunch of them while I talk about those special events. The main thing is that the Mega Pig is going to become the Mega Tree. This will be taking place during a much longer period, and there's no longer a cap to how many rewards you can get. You know, like Mega Pig has a max number. You'll get tickets that you can use every day, and those tickets will actually pile up throughout the whole event. So you can use them at any time, even if you wanted to grind them out on Christmas Eve, the day before they all open. Now, every win that you get using a ticket will count towards the overall score, and the higher the score, the more rewards that everyone in your club will get when the event ends. Now, it ends on December 25th, when everyone will open up all their presents and see what they got. Now, these presents can contain pretty much everything that Star Drops can contain, but they also have the new toy skins that will be dropped in there, with the added benefit of having a small chance to unlock Pop Penny and Frost Queen Amber as well. Granted, the drop rates for that are pretty small, so don't count on it, but it could happen. That is a potential legendary skin, which is really fantastic. Now, the Pizza Planet event is going to be like a combination of the SpongeBob and the Angels vs. Demons events. You'll collect pizza slices through contests, just like you did in Angels and Demons, and you'll spend those pizza slices on special offers in the shop, like you did in the SpongeBob event. Now, I don't have a list of all of the offers that will be available, so you'll have to do your best to spend them wisely. However, we do know that there will be Hypercharge star drops, which is very likely to be the best value. Unless, of course, you want to get some skins, which is totally understandable. Some of those skins are really awesome, especially if you're a fan of Disney or just Toy Story in general. You'll also be able to unlock the new Brawler Meeple for free with pizza slices. Additionally, once every day, the Claw will randomly choose one free offer for you to claim, which should be pretty exciting. Also, you'll be able to get some presents with these pizza slices as well, so depending on how good the presents actually seem to be, that might be worth it as well. Now let's take a look at all the skins coming in the update. We'll talk about their costs as well as show you all their animations. First up, we have the Toy Story skins, starting with Surge Lightyear. This is a legendary skin that may cost 299 gems, but you will be able to get it for free during a special event.
Surge Lightyear, to the rescue! To the Brawl Stars and beyond! Energy Surge, prepare for impact!
Woody Colt is a mythic skin and will cost 199 gems. Bo Peep BB is an epic skin and will cost 149 gems. Jessie is a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems. The toy skins are going to be part of a special Brawl Days event and will be available from presents. However, you can also purchase them. Pop Penny will be a mythic skin starting at 199 gems. Cuddly Kit is a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems. Loopy Lola will be an epic skin and costs 149 gems. Pop-Up Daryl will be a rare skin and will cost 29 gems. He does not have any additional animations to the regular Daryl model. Next, we have some Brawl Days special skins, starting with Reindeer Bonnie. That is an epic skin and will cost 149 gems. Jolly Janet is a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems. Rain Bear Nita is an epic skin costing 149 gems. She has the same animations as her color variation, Red Nose Nita. Sugar Bomb Mike is a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems and has the same animations as Santa Mike. The Star Force season is coming with a lot of skins in January. Hebi Kenji is an epic skin and will be the Brawl Pass exclusive skin. Mamushi Kenji and Aodashi Kenji are the Brawl Pass plus color variations. Moon Driller Mo is an epic skin and will be the ranked skin for the season. Gigantophis Gray, I don't know what that means, but it's an epic skin and will cost 149 gems. Runner Nita is a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems. Star Horse Berry is an epic skin and will cost 149 gems. Extraterrestrial Eve is an epic skin and will cost 149 gems. February is going to be the Good Randoms season, and Pop Melody is an epic skin that will be the Brawl Pass exclusive skin. Her color variations Red-White Melody and Black-Green Melody will be Brawl Pass Plus exclusives as well. Quit Playin' Poco is an epic skin and will be the ranked skin for the Good Random season. Bye Bye Buzz is going to be an, sorry guys, I'm sorry. Epic skin, 149 gems. And Wood River Stew is a super rare skin that will cost 79 gems. Next are a couple of Brawlentine skins, starting with Romantic Dynamite. This will be a super rare skin and costs 79 gems. Cupid Bow is also a super rare skin and will cost 79 gems. Next are 4 rare skins that do not have any sort of like special animations. They all cost 29 gems. Oh, except I should mention that Galactic Gale does have a very small winning animation. He floats a little bit. That's kind of fun. And finally, we have the World Finals Leon skin. This will be an epic skin and cost 149 gems, unless it goes on special offer. We'll have to see. Big shout out to Team Humble for winning the 2024 World Championship for Brawl Stars. I would really appreciate you guys using code Kairos whenever you buy any of these skins, or on store.supercell.com when you purchase gems to get these skins. Make sure you subscribe for future update sneak peeks. We still have 3 brawlers to cover, so make sure you do so, and otherwise there's a video right here that you should check out. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.